28-26. Monarchs leading by 2 points. First and 10, London.
Blue 88. Set.
Horton in motion behind Gelbaugh. Alexander gets the call. A hole on the right side, and Alexander runs 13 yards for a first down.
Well, he ought to be fresh. He hasn't got to carry the ball very much. Good draw play. They use a lead backer through on a linebacker. Now watch it back to the left side of your screen. Man in motion. See him lead through. Now he's going to take on Chris Herring. He got just enough of block to allow him to brush off to the outside and break into the open and get the first down.
First down at the Monarchs 49.
Green 88. Set.
Garrett moving out. Alexander again with Newton bringing him down. Alexander crashes to the 44-yard line of the Knights. Well, he runs for 7 more yards. Alexander now starting to carry the load.
And he's capable of carrying the load, averaging 4.5 yards a carry. He's a big guy at 212 pounds. They run that what they call a zone stretch play. They just come off man to man, and he finds the crease either inside or outside where to run off that formation. The draw again.
The draw play breaks free, and he's brought down at the 31-yard line. Alexander breaking it now for 12 more yards, and overall he has carried 12 times for 80 yards.
This the draw play again. He gets the good block, lead block by the running back on the linebacker that allowed him to get up through the hole. There was a huge hole. Evidently both tackles had stunted to the outside.
London moves to the Knights 31.
Set.
Horton steps in motion. The hand, and they're going to continue using Alexander until the Knights shut him down. He gains 2 more yards.
You might as well keep running it.
And there's a Monarch player down on the field.
Paul Baradelli, number 70, the offensive left guard. The running back came up on the back of his legs and pinned him and knocked him down. I think you'll see this right in the center of your screen. Follow the running back. See 70 in the center of your screen. He's engaged on Campbell 99. See how he came in behind him, pinned him right there. That can hurt.
Timeout. So we'll take a break.
If you don't have AT&T 800 service and trouble hits, who knows how long you could be out? Only AT&T automatically protects you through the 800 Assurance Policy. With AT&T, you would be guaranteed back in touch in 30 minutes or less. With anyone else? Who knows? But if you do have AT&T, your 800 service is guaranteed. That's not all. Since AT&T connects calls 25% faster and has the fewest block calls, more 800 calls get through, so you can make more sales. With all that, why choose any other 800 service? Better service, better results. Another AT&T advantage. Call now for free installation.
Got him. Got him. Need him? I got 6 all-pro running backs.
You want me to trade the Raiders linebackers? No problem.
Collect Pro Set football cards with your favorite stars in action and get a Pro Set World League card in every pack, plus a chance to win free official NFL memorabilia.
That first kid, you think you'll trade Warren Moon?
Only from Pro Set, America's #1 football card.
Awesome.
The country's top 3-year-olds go after a $1 million bonus in the final jewel of the Triple Crown. It's the Belmont Stakes live Saturday on ABC's Wide World of Sports.
You'll see right here in the reverse angle, the right center of your screen, number 70, Paul Baradelli. See, now the running back 20 comes right up behind him and gets him that way. Normally, that is not a serious injury.
Second down and 8. And the Monarchs have given Gelbaugh 3 downs to get the first down. David Smith, who checked in, battles for a couple of yards, and now it will be 3rd down.
David Smith started out the year, their starting running back, was doing pretty well. Had a tendency to fumble the ball a little bit once in a while, Brent, but then he got hurt. Remember that end zone play was against Raleigh Durham? He told me he didn't get hurt spiking the ball.
Yes.
Blue 95.
3rd down
Blue
and
95.
7.
6 down linemen in there right now.
And against the rush, Gelbaugh throws high, and this one Horton cannot snap out of the air. Now, with that many yards to go for the 1st down, they will send the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be Philip Alexander.
Got a 44-yarder. Alexander's 1 for 2 outside 40 yards.
It'll be put down at the 35-yard line. 45-yard field goal on its way, and no good. Knights take over. 2:52 left in the 3rd quarter.
He has a strong leg. Strong leg,
That's
just not an
almost-
accurate one.
Boy, you may have to win it. That was 45 left hash. Next one's going to be 46 left hash.
You could hear the mind game they're playing on Alexander. If he missed from 45, he's going to have to hit from 46. The pressure cooker in the playoffs on a kicker. Graham handing off to Wilkerson, who was tackled by Russell Foster from behind. Let's go down to Mark Jones. Mark.
Well, guys, you're having a look at Paul Berardelli right now. He is writhing in pain. He has a sprained right ankle. I spoke to him just a few seconds ago. He's not sure whether he'll be able to continue. Of course, he's one of the big keys in that offensive line. But of all the determined guys on this team, he is the most. So might not be able to keep him out of this game. Back upstairs.
And Mark, the Monarchs already without inside linebacker Ken Sally. He was forced out of the 1st half. And he will not play again this afternoon. Coming again at Graham. Steps away from the pressure. Now he cannot get it off, and he's buried at the 25-yard line. Roy Hart and Danny Lockett lead the London Assault.
See what happened on that, Brent. Actually, he avoided the rush, but the coverage downfield had taken the pattern away. Since he's thrown a couple interceptions, he doesn't want to throw another one, so he tries to avoid, move around, shuffle around, and find someone in the open to throw. By that time, he gets sacked.
The 7th sack of the game by the Monarchs.
They just kept coming.
3rd down and 13. Graham steps away from Williams. He's got an open receiver, incomplete. Kip Lewis breaking free, and he overled him by a step.
They had Lewis on Howard Fagan's number 25, who was a starting corner early in the year, and he got hurt and is now back in play. You can see in game plan that their big plays were designed to get to Lewis. And here they are on again, that he was that slot man. He went out and up again. They had it, at least they didn't blow the coverage that time.
Will Jadal punting for the Knights. Low snap. And as a result, not a good punt. But it does take a Knights bounce before it goes out of bounds. It'll be London ball on their own 40-yard line. Well, Barcelona's in. They beat Birmingham last night, and the winner of this one will meet the Dragons next Sunday at noon Eastern time here on ABC. World Bowl I. And I'll bet you there are more folks on hand than they had for Super Bowl I, Mr. Vermeil.
Probably will have. That was in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles. 35,000, as I recall.
In the LA Coliseum.
1st and 10. For Stan Gelbaugh and the Monarchs. Straight back, pump fake, hit from behind now and brought down. That was Craig Schlichting.
You know, it looked like he wanted to run a pump and go pattern, meaning the receiver goes down, runs a hooker and out, and then takes off, because he gave him the pump and then tried to reset the throw, and by that time the rush got there.
Let's go. Twins right. Firm screen right. On 1. Ready?
5-yard loss on the sack. That's the 2nd London sack.
Blue 88.
firm. No, he's got the 6 down lineman in there. Nope, now he backed him out.
They come free in the middle, and he drops the screen to Garrett. This was a big play in game 2, and Garrett makes his way to the 46, short of the first down. Remember, they were working on 2nd and 15 that time, so this will be about 3rd and 4.
14.
See, you want to let the pressure get up at the quarterback on the screens. Get him up there so they can't get involved and where the ball's going, and you get fewer defenders out there. You get a good kick out blocks. You see Campbell 99 coming inside out to make the play, but on the screen you want to get the rush upfield.
Blue 88. Sack.
Monarchs need 4 for the first down. He fires. He's got his first down. Riley is out of bounds at the Knights' 46-yard line.
Andre Riley is a really efficient receiver for him. He came into the ball game catching 30 balls. And today I have the feeling that they're including him a little bit more in the game plan than in game plans in the past.
Well, he's caught 5 passes for 69 yards. And we're going to return with ABC's World League of America football coverage after a word from our ABC station. Well, already the New York, New Jersey Knights have scored more points against the London Monarch defense than any team this season, but they are still 2 points behind because the Monarchs, who average 31 points an outing and have been beating teams by a margin of 18 points a game, are up 28-26 as we start the final quarter. Gilbaugh throwing to Garrett, who took a crunch that time from Moore as he made the catch at the 39-yard line.
Again, he didn't want to throw it to Garrett. He wanted to go downfield. See, he's reading the coverage, then he just turns and lays it off. He's his outlet receiver. He didn't like what he saw downfield. And a quarterback, as he throws interceptions, gets more cautious than going downfield with the ball.
Blue 25.
He needs closer to 3 yards for the first down on this. Riley goes in motion. And Alexander for the first down. So the Knights' 33-yard line.
Brought down by Joe Campbell.
Z opposite 14 lead draw.
14 lead draw. The fullback is going to carry it. The lead principle is the remaining back in the backfield is going to lead through and try to block the linebacker.
Z opposite 14 lead draw on 1. Ready?
He'll start to the right.
The Monarchs now going to the running game.
Here's your lead blocker.
Alexander to the 31-yard line for a couple of yards. This will leave them with 2nd and 8. You think they'll put it up here?
I believe they will. They haven't been real patient other than a drive 2 drives ago with the
2nd and 8.
his philosophy of calling plays. He doesn't mind the 35-second clock, but he says there's nothing magic about it. You have a game plan, look down and pick one out. They're coached to run it. It's their job to get it done right.
Blue 85.
Gilbaugh firing to Riley, and he stepped out of bounds at that first down marker there at the 23-yard line.
That's a dangerous throw, believe it or not. That's a dangerous throw because it was a double zone defense and that outside corner had rolled up. And if he hadn't spent so much time with the receiver going downfield, he could have flopped right back into that.
Naked right, fake 17 counter on 1. Ready?
He's going to come out naked. Now he's going to have his uniform on, but he's going to come out without blockers.
Gilbaugh calling his plays now.
Blue 88. Blue 88.
6 down linemen in there.
Off a fake, trying to run away from the pressure. Dangerous pass, and almost intercepted. Oh, Riley was up in the air, and that one could have been picked off by Parker.
That should have been picked off. He's lucky he got away with that one. See, good defensive call by Joe Herring. He countered the naked call. He came with pressure. And the way to beat that defense then is just beat the discipline of it, and the defense was pretty disciplined. Boy, I'll tell you, that was a lucky one. You know, coming back from the other side, Horton was coming back in the inside. You'll see him back here. He's waving, throw me the ball.
3rd down and 10. They want the control man. It'll be Garrett, and Gilbaugh has to use a timeout. We'll take a break. It's 28-26, and we'll be coming back.
Kelly LeBrock revealed
10 for the Monarchs. London 28, New York, New Jersey 26. The ball is at the Knights' 23-yard line. We were eavesdropping, and what are they going to come up with here?
They like to throw the slant patterns down here when they get inside that 25-yard line, because if they're coming with blitzes and that, they have single coverage, and they can throw that slant in there.
Well, the corners are playing bump and run on Garrett and Horton, and they brought the blitz. And Gilbaugh could not get it off as Cecil Fletcher buries him at the 36-yard line. That's a huge defensive play for the Knights.
It really knocked him back out of that field goal range, too. Take a look from behind. Now, see, he is supposed to get back and throw that. He's in the shotgun. He should be able to get that quickly. Should be able to get that thing off. But that's, like I said, when you don't even touch a defender. Cecil Fletcher was not even touched, so they had a mental breakdown on the protection. He gets there awfully quick.
11-yard loss. 3rd down and 21 for Gilbaugh. Gilbaugh will run up the middle. And he's down at the 24-yard line, but he brought them back to field goal range for Philip Alexander. So Stan Gilbaugh, who punted for 1 year up in Canada and is a pretty good runner, demonstrated some of that ability there, but he's very unhappy that he could not pick up his wide receiver.
41-yard field goal attempt. 42 they're setting it up at.
Long enough. And no good.
The grand finale, the World Bowl, next Sunday on ABC Sports.
After 18 years of producing the world's most popular line of personal watercraft, we're giving people another way to enjoy our company. Introducing the Kawasaki Sport Cruiser with side-by-side seating. There's literally nothing else like it. But perhaps the best reason for owning a sport cruiser is that above all, it's a jet ski watercraft. If it isn't Kawasaki, it isn't jet ski.
Do yourself proud, make you look beautiful, do it for yourself with Minwax and Wood.
Get beautiful color with Minwax Wood Finish and lasting protection with Minwax Polyurethane.
So do yourself proud with Minwax and Wood.
Linen, no better way to face the day.
The morning belongs to Skin Bracer Aftershave. Its cool, brisk tingle really gets you going. And what a great scent. Skin Bracer.
No better way to face the day by Linen.
If you haven't seen the Wide World of Golf video series, you should. Sports Illustrated says the instructional pieces have been excellent. The New York Times reports Wide World, to its credit, is put out by real golf people who have a soul for the game. And Golf Magazine concludes it's a first-class effort. A year's subscription of 6 tapes costs $99.95 or less than $17 per issue. Call 1-800-453-4000 for your subscription to the Wide World of Golf.
But he has not been kicking out of this world here this afternoon. He's missed field goals 45 and 42 yards on the Monarchs' last 2 possessions. That leaves the Knights within 2. Tony Jeffrey is the running back behind Jeff Graham. Lockett shows blitz. He's picked up over the middle. Open is Lewis. Lewis has got it at the Monarchs' 48-yard line. Did anybody touch him? I believe it whistled over there on that side. I believe it was whistled down after 29 yards, the reception. It'll be 1st and 10, and the Knights are on the move.
Taking a look from the end zone, we'll see if anybody touched him. The ball's coming down. He's got it. He's down. He's got to get up now. Somebody might have touched him and gave him a little personality tap with his right hand there, I guess.
That's the lightest that Dan Crossman has hit anybody this season.
In his life.
That's the softest hit of the season. Right there. 1st and 10 for the Knights. And Graham, wide open man, is Burbage. Out of bounds at the London 37. And wow, has he made it look easy on these two plays.
They've got him a little rattled a little bit back there. See people looking around, looking at the other guy. Anticipate Ray Wilsey, the defensive coordinator, now coming up with some kind of heavy loaded rush situation. Get after him with a heavy rush.
Turner, Lewis, Gilbraith, and Burbage are the wide receivers. Jeffrey continues to be the running back. Monarchs are coming. Graham with time, throws complete to Lewis again, and he's hammered at the 24-yard line by Crossman and Wilson.
See, by throwing against man-to-man coverage to an inside receiver, Brent, you're not throwing against a starting corner. You're throwing against a nickelback that's in there playing in those corner or strong safety positions. He's coming out of the wing position. He breaks to the out against man coverage. There he is. See, he really broke away from Wilson, number 42.
7 catches for 204 yards and 2 touchdowns for a limping Kip Lewis. He was slowed after that tackle. The audible is relayed. Coming, they fumble the snap. Graham goes back after it. The Monarchs are in the middle, claiming that they've got it, and they recover.
You know what they did? You know what they did? They audibled. They audibled, and the center evidently missed the audible, snapped the ball improperly. That's their 4th New York turnover. They're stopping themselves. Let's see. Oh, Mouse has got to be going crazy. Now watch this. Let's see. Oh, the ball went all the way up between his hands, but he had audibled at that time. Sometimes the quarterback in those situations, they're thinking about the audible and thinking about the new play, and they lose concentration on things first. Get the ball.
1st and 10 for London. They lead it 28-26. This is Alexander. Alexander makes his way to the 30-yard line. It will be 2nd and 6.
He doesn't look quite as quick as I've seen him in the past, Brent. Alexander. He doesn't look quite as quick. A little banged up.
He came into the game with that injured ankle, and he was limping noticeably at practice yesterday. Baradelli has returned to that offensive line, the Nasty Boys, which has been so dominant this year.
Baradelli doesn't get back in the game. The people in Scranton won't let him back in town.
Gilbaugh over the middle, and great play by Parker. Oh, Parker showing you why he's all world and why someone in the NFL will give him a long look later this summer.
Here we are, isolated 1-on-1. You see it's tight coverage. Parker's peeking back inside, watching the quarterback, taking a chance on that right there. Now he takes a nice drive to the ball. Does a good job of getting that left hand around. Some officials are calling for getting that right hand on there too soon.
London has not been getting the ball to Chuck Garrett. And now they find themselves in a 3rd and 6. And Garrett stays in the block. Gilbaugh's got Sargent open for the 1st down. A nice grab. Newton in pursuit.
Again, that same situation. An inside receiver on a safety 1-on-1 on the blitz situation. No help. That safety gets very little 1-on-1 work at any time. Might as well beat him.
Sargent's first catch, and it's a big one.
Here's another look. See, here he is. He's on that safety 1-on-1. He's got to be drooling to see that kind of coverage. But when you do blitz, a safety does end up 1-on-1 with an inside slot receiver.
20 yards, brings the ball to midfield. David Smith checks back into the backfield. He is lined up behind Gilbaugh. And timeout by Gilbaugh and the Monarchs. 7:13 left here in the final quarter, and Gilbaugh complaining about when the clock was started.
Head-to-head in the season's grand finale. Live from London, it's the first ever World Bowl next Sunday on ABC Sports.
Dick, why was Larry Kennan and Stan Gilbaugh so upset with the officials that they burned off their 2nd time out?
Well, he believed they started the 35-second clock too soon, and then the ball was rolling around and not really truly placed, and the ball was moved around a little bit by the defensive team, so he was upset about that.
Now, what will they do here?
They're going to try to trap him up inside. I think they're going to try to pull their left guard, Baradelli, and trap across.
Smith, the running back. He's got it. for a couple of yards. Tony Woods hanging on.
They didn't trap it, they just went man blocking.
Let's go, let's go.
Big thing now is to eat up the clock. They have 6 minutes and 54 seconds.
Twins left. Blue 30 draw on one. Ready?
Blue 30 draw. Follow the lead blocker.
Jeff Alexander returns to the backfield. The Monarchs need 7 yards for a first down. On the draw, Alexander gets the first down.
You know who did a great job on that and got the first down for him was the person you spoke about earlier, Garrett. Not as a receiver. That time he went down from his wing position and got the block on the linebacker that was supposed to make the play. So we'll see that from the end zone. Just concentrate on number 22 if we can find him here. To the left of your screen, number 22. Now watch what he does. Boom, there he ties him up just enough. Not a vicious block, but that gave him the yardage to get the first down.
Alexander with a 100-yard day, and the whistle sounds before the snap. Gelbaugh again upset as the time was running down.
Offense, false start.
And that's going to make it 1st and 15, bring it back to the 40. The Monarchs are leaving the Knights within field goal range in this game. They have misfired on 2 field goals on their last 2 drives. Now a 5-yard penalty brings the ball back to the 39-yard line. And Gelbaugh obviously complaining that the defensive linemen are yelling false snap counts. Alexander into the middle of that defense for a couple of yards and no more. Joe Campbell, number 99, who's been moved from linebacker to down lineman here in the last few games, in the middle of things.
See, that's a problem, Brent. Sometimes they line him up as a down lineman, and the quarterback and offensive lineman get a read, and then he drops out and becomes a linebacker, and it changes the whole defensive scheme, and sometimes the blocking. It's nice to have a guy that's flexible.
2nd down and 13. Gelbaugh. Bobbled and hammered out of bounds is Sargent. Parker taking him out, far short of the first down. 3rd and about 9 coming up now. The Monarchs have to get to the Knights' 24-yard line for a first down, so this is a big play for London.
Twins left, blue flag, first down, ready? Blue flag, first down.
They're going to move quickly.
Furmore, 81, red 81. Red 81.
Audible, he sees the blitz coming. Come over here to the bottom of your screen. He's got one coverage. Offside.
Movement in the neutral zone. Ball is deflected away.
He was offside.
And no flag.
He was offside. You'll see right there. Watch the defender. Right there. He's in the neutral zone. They missed that one. I see why Doug Marone, the offensive center, was upset.
Bill Alexander is going to